woke up this morning with all kinds of snow on the ground, and that's when I decided that today I will be a hibernating bear and today will be a snow day. So I allowed myself the freedom to just do whatever I want and have no worries about anything at all and never even leave the house. To be honest, I was not planning on putting out a video today here on YouTube, but I felt like the message that I had received today could be something that could benefit some of you out there. So I thought that I would share with you the message that I received from my psychic tarot deck. So if you remember, back in March 2025, I posted a video where I was cleansing my commonly used tarot decks, including the psychic tarot deck, which I used to use regularly in the monthly tarot readings. Well, during that video, I actually realized that one of the cards in that deck was missing. And after that happened, I put a poll on my community page on YouTube, and about a dozen of you actually voted and chose the Wild Unknown Tarot as the deck to use in my monthly tarot readings, starting in April 2025. And so that was the deck that I've been using ever since. But I actually found the missing card from the Psychic Tarot. Actually, the card was found in December when I first got my new cat. When I brought home Obsidian, my new kitten, in December of 2025, she actually got scared and hid right behind this altar cabinet right behind me. And she was hiding behind there for so long that my husband finally decided to move the cabinet out of the way so that he could retrieve the poor, frightened kitten. And when he moved the cabinet, sure enough, there was the Deception and Envy card, the number 7 Deception and Envy that was missing from my Psychic Tarot deck. So when I brought home my new kitten, I also retrieved the card that was missing from one of my favorite decks. After I had found the card, I put it somewhere safe, but it was also out of sight, out of mind. So I kind of forgot about it until today, when I had given myself this snow day freedom to do anything at all. And so I was led to go retrieve that card and to put it back into my Psychic Tarot deck. And so when I did that, I decided to cleanse the deck, similar to what I was doing in that video before, where I put all the cards in order to ensure they're all there. So as I was going through the deck, cleansing it, the waiting game card gave me pause, because this card, the waiting game card, this card was the main card in the last tarot reading that I did for my dad before he died. And so as I looked at the waiting game card, I kind of remembered what happened that day and the conversation that we had. And it was interesting because I told him, "You're waiting for something." And he pushed me and he said, "Well, what am I waiting for?" And I replied that it's his reading and he knows exactly what he's waiting for. And then he tried to get me to say what exactly it is he was waiting for. And I tried to just get him to admit what it is that he's waiting for. It is like we both knew that we both knew each other knew exactly what he was waiting for, but we were both afraid to say it out loud. And that thing that we both know he was waiting for was actually to die. But here's the thing. My dad did die suddenly at the age of 68, but he also at the same time had kind of given up on his own life at that point because his health had been declining for years. So that was the last time that I had read his tarot cards, and we both kind of knew exactly what he was waiting for. And then I remembered after his death at the early age of 68 that my Uncle Bob had ended up saying that my dad called him on the day before he died. So my dad died on a Monday afternoon. So on Sunday, he had ended up calling his brother, my Uncle Bob. And he told Bob that he wanted to make all kinds of travel plans with him, and they still had so much left to see. And my dad even told my Uncle Bob, I still have a lot of living left to do, Bob. So then I decided to just continue cleansing my psychic tarot deck. And as I was putting the cards in their proper piles, another card brought me to pause. And that card was victory and success. And the reason I paused on victory and success is because that gave me the energy of my grandpa, which is my dad's dad. As you might know from my community post that I've recently posted, my grandpa is 83 years old and he just wrote a whole book about his life. And it is one of the most inspiring and amazing stories, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because he's my grandpa, but he never gave up. He never just retired to waiting for the end. There's a difference between the energy of the waiting game when it comes to life or the victory and success card or the game when it comes to life. So you need to be the one to make the choice. Are you going to get up each day with strong resolve to do what brings you joy? To do what brings you to a point of success? To a point of feeling like at the end of life you're satisfied? Or are you going to wait for something to happen to you, and the day before the end is when you're finally starting to hopefully make plans? So the message that I got from my dad and my dad's dad is that it's important in life to never retire yourself to just wait around for a particular outcome or result. You have to make things happen. You have to be the one who takes charge, because that's the way the world works. Things don't just come to you from waiting. You have to have an action to have an equal reaction. So the little lesson that my dad from heaven gave to me today was not to be like him and to have too many snow days where I don't have any direction, but also to enjoy those days when they do come, right? But the point is that I need to align more with the energy of victory and success. And that is to live each day to its fullest and to always have a goal in mind that I can try to attain each and every day. Because otherwise, you just become stagnant. And that stagnancy leads to death and decay. I know it's not like my normal video content or whatever, but I hope that this message reaches anyone that it needs to. Maybe the story here about my snow day will reach you in a certain way that it was meant to reach you. But if you like the message, be sure to click the like button, leave me a comment down below, and tell me if this resonates with you. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
In the hills of southern Italy, a young boy named Biagio grew up surrounded by love, family, and dreams far bigger than his small village. But when he was taken from his home and sent across the ocean, everything changed. In America, Biagio became James, an orphan, an immigrant, and a survivor. Every challenge tested his will. Every struggle shaped his destiny. Through hardship, he found strength. Through service, he found purpose, from an orphanage in Naples to a thriving life in America. James Raymond's story is one of faith, perseverance, and the power of family. Born in Italy, Made in America is a powerful memoir of courage and redemption, proving that home isn't just where you begin, it's what you build with love, sacrifice, and hope. Born in Italy, Made in America, an immigrant story, available now.